All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekal Kadash. That's all praises who the world calls God in Jesus Christ. The true names in the Hebrew is Yahweh for the Heavenly Father and Yahweh Shai for his beloved Son. I also want to say double honors uh, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, preaching this word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Tazabah, Lord willing, with another video to edify, and we're going to go into a little bit of prophecy, man, because there's a lot of things happening out there. There's a lot of things happening in the world, and I'm honestly probably going to start going into a series of these because there's so much stuff happening that you can do nothing but put it in a series. I'll probably call this Measuring the Times. Famine is coming, That'll probably be part one of the series, man, because there's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of flooding happening in the Mideast, which that's where most of your food comes from, your beef, your chicken. The Mideast is big farm country, man. I remember when I went to school over there, a lot of the degrees had to do with agricultural degrees because a lot of the surrounding area was straight up farmland. So this is as many as 1 million calves lost in Nebraska. Beef prices to escalate dramatically in coming months. It says, according to the Agricultural Secretary Sonny Perdue, there may be as many as 1 million calves lost in Nebraska due to the catastrophic flooding that has hit the state. It says, this is not a rumor. This is not an exaggeration, and this is not based on any sort of speculation. This number comes to us directly from the top of the agricultural office in the entire country, and it means that the economic toll from the recent floods is far greater than most of us had anticipated. You see? And this is beautiful, man. And I'm going to get some scriptures for this in a minute. And this is beautiful because, these are things that the Lord said was going to happen. The Lord said there's going to be a famine, and we're watching the Lord make this whole thing go down. He saw us falling financially. He's falling agriculturally right now. Everything's crumbling on this kingdom, man. So at some point, this stuff is gonna start hurting you people, man. This is really gonna start hurting you people. Now, I'm not gonna read any more on this article. I got a little video I'm gonna play. I'm gonna get these precepts. I'm not gonna make this too long. I gotta go into the plantation.
I've been talking about the damage done from these weather-related events here within the past 6 months or so, and even going back further than that. But here recently, these things are starting to stack up, and just in the instance of the military bases, they are saying that they need $5 billion to recover from these weather-related incidents within the past 6 months. And that's just in Florida and Nebraska. You're looking here at this Iowa flooding that has just absolutely wiped out some of these farms. They're just absolutely swamped with water, and a lot of these bins that were holding grain have just bursted. There's nothing but destruction in many of these areas, and these guys are just saying they can't even imagine what the tally is going to be in terms of loss in the end of this. You're talking after millions of dead calves in Nebraska. Now, thousands of tons of grain lost in Iowa. You're saying that these floodwaters have hit Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska,
which are your biggest producers,
resulting in an estimated $3 billion in damage thus far. So another $3 billion when we get the one just right out the gate in terms of all this. Now, there's a video here of these guys going down. The prayers going out to them and everyone else out there dealing with this. These big bins of grain absolutely destroyed. You can see here they're going through here on a boat. You can see this is absolutely flooded. All of this just wasted. Water seeping into all these other bins, wasting everything. And I'm telling you guys, if this continues for weeks to come with more flooding, with weather-related events and the springtime flooding, snow melt-off, we could see big-time issues in terms of food shortage come the end of the year. A little bit after that, it depends on what areas are hit the hardest.
And that's right, man. This is all prophecy. All of it. All of it, man. And it's beautiful, man. Let me see, let me see if I can find this. This is Isaiah 5:9. It says, "In my ear saith Yahweh of hosts, of a truth, many houses shall be desolate, even great and fair without inhabitant. Even great and fair without inhabitant." And that's what's happening now, man. That stuff that's happening in Venezuela, man. And when they stripped an entire hotel of every light fixture, everything that was worth any worth was stripped in this hotel in Venezuela because the city is in trouble. It's in disarray. People are trying to just get enough money for food, man. Verse 10, it says, "Yeah, 10 acres of a vineyard shall yield one bath, and the seed of a homer shall yield an ephod." You know, and that's a measure, man. So 10 acres, it's only going to yield one bath in one batch, man, because when you're getting flooding that's devastating an entire industry like farming that supplies the majority of the food in the U.S. comes out of the Midwest, you know, that means, you know, that land's not going to be able to grow on time. You know, it's not going to be in the perfect season because the fields are just way too flooded. And it says it's only going to yield one batch, you see? One bath. It says, verse 11, "Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them." You know, that's it on that. You know, the Lord's doing his thing, man. You know, the Lord is doing his thing out here. It says, Isaiah 9:20, it says, I'll start at 19. It says, "Though the wrath of Yahweh of hosts is in the land," it says, through the wrath of Yahweh of hosts is in the land, darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel for the fire. No man shall spare his brother. It says, and he shall stretch, and he shall not snatch on the right hand, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. You know, because that's what famine does, man. That's what famine does. Let me look this up real quick. There's another precept that talks about lewdness. Slovakia. Command lewdness above all lewdness. God, this is it. This is Tobit 4:13. It says, "Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of of thy people and taken a wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine. You see, because this place has dwelt lewdly, and I'll get that word lewd. Goes back to the word immodesty, lewdness, indecency, arrogance, intemperate conduct. Intemperate conduct. You see? Lewd. It says Middle English, non-clerical, unlearned, of certain origin, but according to form of vulgar, belonging to the people, coarse, vile, lustful. You see? Lewdness. So because of lewdness is the mother of famine, and that's why this place is getting what they're getting right now, man. Because this place is the mother, the mother of harlots, the mother of witchcrafts. This place is wicked as all hell. So now famine is gonna come, It says, 2 Ezra 15:5, it says, behold, say Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. You see? You see, the Lord's bringing those plagues, man. Get this over here. Where's it at? Psalms 105:16, moreover, he called for famine upon the land. He break the whole staff of bread. You see, that's what's happening. The Lord is breaking that staff of bread in Babylon the Great, man. So you people are going to flip out, man. You're going to eat the flesh of your own arm. Because this famine's coming, man. With famine comes sickness, man. With famine comes that pestilence, man, which is part of the plagues of the Lord, man. Because you can't fight off a illness if you have nothing in your system to give your body energy to fight off an illness. The Lord is doing his damn thing, man. And you fucking people deserve it. It says bitter arrows. I didn't have any scriptures prepared for this, man. It's just going in the spirit. It says, evil arrows. Yeah, this is Ezekiel 5:16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for the destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and I will break the staff of bread. So will I send famine upon you, and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, Yahweh, have spoken it, man. So this is what's going to happen, man. Famine's coming for this place. Just wait for it, man. But the men that are doing this work, the scriptures tell you, but my servants shall eat. The servants of the Lord, the men that did this work in truth and sincerity, the men that suffered all the straight things, hoping for the kingdom, that took the low route. Hey, man, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. The brother's part of that number. We'll be fine. But you people are gonna starve out here, man. So with that being said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to say, Kal Halah, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakal Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to hopeful elect. Shalom.